Today's devotion is on Article 9 of the Augsburg Confession, and that is baptism. And I want to be very upfront. This video does not cover everything that is good to know about baptism. We're going to come back to it. This in the book of Concord, which is what we're walking through, baptism is brought up a number of times. Okay? But this first time, you'll see right here, this is concerning baptism. This is the length of it. So we're covering just the very basics, and what they're focusing on here is that baptism is necessary, that grace is offered through it, and that one should baptize children. Through such baptism, their children are entrusted to God and become pleasing to Him. Okay? So baptism is, I think, one of the easiest ways to explain it, and we're kind of just going for the easy explanation here for a second. It is an adoption into God's family. It is kind of it is marking someone as God's, and we believe that God does that work, that God creates that faith, that you don't have to understand what's going on for God to mark you as His own. You don't have to understand or whatever. You don't have to commit yourself to Him, because He is the one who works faith in your heart anyway. So we believe, as Lutherans, that you should baptize anyone, babies. Yes, you should baptize babies. And an adult comes into the congregation, they say, I haven't been baptized. I'm going to say, well, let's rectify that real quick. Because we believe that it is not our work, it is not our understanding that works in baptism. We believe that it is God at work, which differentiates us from some other Christian bodies. So how does this where does this, hit the road? How does this apply to how we practice our faith today? It's really simple. We baptize babies. And kind of a little bit of a detail on that. Anyone can baptize. Any Christian can baptize, because again, it is not the person doing the baptizing. It is not the person being baptized who does the work in baptism. It is God. So we believe if there's an emergency situation, anyone can baptize. And in reality, it's water in the Word. And I used to use this example with my middle school class back on my vicarage. I would hold up a cup of coffee. I don't have one handy. But I would say, hey, can I baptize one of you with this? And they'd say, no way. And I said, yeah, coffee has a lot of water in it, so it's good enough. I mean, it wouldn't be ideal, especially because I put a ton of creamer in my coffee, so you'd be sticky all day because I poured coffee on you. But all you need for baptism is water and the Word. I baptize you in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. And fundamentally, baptism, good. And once you get one, you're good. You don't have to be rebaptized. Even if you fall out of the faith and you come back to the faith, you're good. You're baptized. The one stuck. Because God worked. And God said, you are mine. And He worked in that baptism. So those are some of the fundamentals of baptism. What if you're saying, well, what do I take away from this? We baptize babies and we think that's okay. We think that's actually good because God does the work in baptism. And like I said, baptism is something we're going to come back to a couple more times as we walk through the Book of Concord. But we're going to start there, kind of answering the question, who do we believe should be baptized? Anyone and everyone. So with that, if you have questions, especially kind of with who we believe should be baptized, please drop them in the section below. Maybe share with your friends who don't think babies should be baptized. And they can ask their questions below. I'd be happy to answer them as well. But we're going to stick with there on baptism for now. And if you want notifications when new videos come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button. But that is all for today. So brothers and sisters, go in peace. Serve the Lord. Thanks be to God.